Longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play action. Allen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Allen. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And Davis has it over the middle.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. First down, Buffalo.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And Cook has it left side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now it's Hines. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
46 yards. 46 yards. First down, Buffalo. 4th down. 46 yards. 46 yards. 4th down. 46 yards. 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 46 yar
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
Jadon Mickens now from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Running again with Barkley on second down.
And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for the running back to roam.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually up to about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 score as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Back to throw. Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees something breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Shifts by him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Allen going to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Jones throwing to start the drive.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Jones.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That ball caught by Slayton. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Holding. Receiving team.
When the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Bills. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go to Barkley again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Jones.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now Jones throwing on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. Jones throwing for it.
Forced out to his left. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass, so pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen completes it to Davis.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen.
Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, Allen.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Cook fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Harris diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Bass on for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Now Jones. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Throwing Jones.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. $35 that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now a stoppage for an injured player. A lot of people holding their breath on this one right now. That's Stephon Diggs who is shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Hines, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's go, baby. Let's do it. Playmaker, step up.
Up the middle, it's Cook. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to take the lead here in the final minute.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look in the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.